Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna change it up a little bit because if you because a lot of people didn't watch the review. I mean, it's only been out for only a couple days, so that kind of makes sense. But um for Secrets of Sulphur Springs season 2 episode 2, I went through some copyright trouble, and I haven't had to go through that ever since. I don't think I can remember. I think early Amphibia season 2. What was it, Fort in the Road or something like that? Which is super weird. So I went by the stuff I usually do, but for some reason, maybe I let the clips run too long, or there were too many of them or something. But that's why one I thought was really special. I'm not gonna talk about this. This is about Big City Greens, but so one of them was cut out completely, and there's another one where partially of it was cut out. It's very weird. So the review's still there, but yeah, I had to post it a day later because dealing with the copyright thing, not copyright strike, which I'm so grateful for. There's no copyright strike, thank goodness. But yeah. So I had to edit those stuff out so it can go through, which not a big deal, but yeah, I had to wait an extra I don't know, 20 hours or so. I don't know, it seemed like a long time. Maybe I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but because I did episode 2 like basically yesterday, I believe. Within that same day, I didn't want to do also episode 3 because I felt like it was too much on me. I felt like I spent too much editing this. I need a break, so I had to. I rested basically, and I don't usually like to end things on an odd number unless it works within the episode structure. And because I was planning on ending on episode 4 today, I would have ended on episode 3. So that's why we're doing Big City Greens, because it does end with an even number in this case. Episode 16, which is an even number. So yes, we're back with Big City Greens for today, and I oh yes, Monday I will be yeah, because it's only 8 episodes, I should be able to go through it. Because if I just continue, even though Big City Green season 3 is coming back this month, I feel like if I start back with Big City Greens, is episode 17 and on, I feel like Secrets of Sulphur Springs is gonna be put in the back burner again, and then season 3 is gonna pop out of nowhere, and the same issue is gonna happen with I'm doing season 1 as season 2 is premiering. So kind of don't want that to happen again. So, but it's a special treat for me, and it's a special treat if you're a fan of the ship of I almost said Craig. Oh my goodness, this isn't Craig at the Creek. Cricket and Gabriella. Yeah, Gabriella's back, which is super cool. You get to see Cricket. He's sweating, he's blushing and stuff. It's all great. So, as much as I ship what was it, Harper and Griffin and Secrets of Silver Springs, I think either more or even with Gabriella and Cricket, I ship them. So I think it's really cute, and you can see by the arm is community Sue, so they're probably at the community center. So yeah, so today I'm doing and also the 2 segments have clips. Oh my goodness, I think this is turning out to be a good day. It's almost midnight, which I usually like to have this before midnight, but with the case for me, I do this super late, so it's not really bothering me anymore. But but that's a whole case. That's a different case entirely. But yeah. So right now I'm doing Gabriella's Fella, and later today, when I'm done editing it, oh, fingers crossed, no copyright trouble. Oh my goodness. Um, I'm gonna do Cheap Show. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's the second half. So So yeah, if you're wondering like what happened to Secrets of Silver Springs, I'm gonna continue that on Monday. Today I wanted to do Big City Green, so which is cool because I like the show too. Because how long has it been? I think I was still in my dorm. Ah, I'm kind of thinking maybe it was even before spring break, so maybe March. I don't know, but so like 3 months or so. Like wow, and probably it's probably closer, or it could be longer. So, but anyway, let's get started with Big City Greens season 2, episode 16. The first half, Gabriella's fella, and this is taking after the mid-season finale. So before we get to Cricket here with Gabriella looking at the paint, gets the painting. um, we actually start at the outside of the community center. We have Cricket narrating, which is actually pretty cool. And then he's like, kind of talking to the audience. Oh, do you believe in angels? Because I do. And my name is, my angel's name is Gabriella Espinoza. And I'm not sure if I've ever said her last name before, but that's her, last name. Did it say her middle name and stuff? But I know it's Carlita. Yeah, it's Gabriella Carlita Espinoza. And when I first started this episode, I'm like, oh, remember back in season one, it's a long time ago, where at the Valentine's dance, Remy and Gabriella were dancing. I was like, oh, dude, going out? Like, what's happening with that? So I had like a bunch of theories out the wazoo when I was watching it again, for like this review. And you basically have Cricket narrating like, oh, she's so like beautiful and stuff like that. And then Remy's like, he's like wearing like a tracksuit uniform, and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Maybe Remy's trying to get into shape because remember back in what was it called? Not Cheap Snake. It was kind of like the sequel to that. Oh, it was Mansion Sitter? Like Mansion Sit? Yeah, because remember when the Greens went to the Remington's mansion and Cricket went to feed the snake? That was back in season 1 also. So, that was pretty fun. And I didn't like how Cricket read Remy's diary. Spoilers for season 1, but he read the diary. But it said in it that Remy wants to have big muscles. And he's wearing a tracksuit. I don't know, getting hints, but, who knows. But he's like, oh, hey, Cricket, you've been staring at Gabriella Espinoza like a cat drawn to a laser pointer. But he's like, okay, he's not being mad. Did you break up? Like, what's going on? And he's like, this is like a lie because Cricket says, ever since the Valentine's dance, I have been thinking about her nonstop. Which I would say with that because even with a kid's cartoon and with a kid, and obviously they'll be drawn to other things in the episode, which makes sense. But you have to have some episodes where Gabriella's mentioned or something reminds him of her. And we absolutely gotten no mention of her after the Valentine's dance back in season 1. No mention. So, like, I've been thinking about her nonstop. Wouldn't we seen, like, a journal? Wouldn't we seen some pictures? Wouldn't we seen, like, something? Maybe Bill asking about her, or Gloria, because Gloria and Cricket were kind of dancing together, like, oh, your best friend's dancing with the girl of your dreams, and Cricket's like, yeah. But remember when Gloria got stood up by Kevin? Not really got stood up, she just thought that he was gonna be there, but he didn't necessarily want to go out with her. He just supposedly was gonna be there, and Gloria was gonna ask him out, so that was a whole different situation. So it wasn't dumping, but so you think Gloria would have asked him maybe, but no, nothing. So I took a point out. I was like, Cricket, come on. But whatever. We're sorry, I'm a bummer. But and it's like, oh, my brain turns to mush. I want to talk to her, but I don't know how to. Like, And then, oh wait, and Remy has like, you can't just stay here staring at her. It's creepy. And it's like, because Remy's like, go talk. Oh, wait, sorry. Remy's like, go talk to her. And Cricket's like, wait, but you danced with her. Remember at the Valentine's dance at the community center? I assumed you two were going out. And he's like, oh no, Cricket, don't worry about it. We're just good friends. Okay, so they left off with good terms. Okay, that's nice. Maybe all three of them can hang out together. Or maybe, not necessarily Remy going as like a third wheel, but just all three of them hanging out as friends. Like a new trio. I think that'd be pretty fun. What do you guys think? Comments down below. New trio? Cricket, Remy, and Gabriella? Who knows? But, what happens next? All right, and he's like, "You okay, go talk to her." He's like, "What? I can't like you talk to her, like and ask her out, because like if I do and she says no, shoot, and like, oh wait, sorry, no, if I ask her out, she might hate me, and I don't want that. And if she actually says yes, that would be even more terrifying because I don't know what to do next, and I would drop dead. Either way, I'll drop dead. The rejection, the acceptance, either way, drop dead. Oh, that's crazy. And then you have Cricket just curling up in the ball, and Remy starts narrating. I love it. He's like, Cricket, you've always been my guardian angel, and you always taught me to be confident. Remember back in Remy Rescue, which is still, to this day, the most popular video review ever on this channel. I don't know what draws people to it. I think maybe what draws me back to it is Remy's confidence building up and how he stood up to his parents and like that he told them what you're doing is wrong. So maybe that's what's wrong, or maybe you just happen to like Remy's parents or something. Who knows? But yeah, everyone seems to love it. But so like you always taught me to be confident, believe in myself, and now you're in trouble. Who can be your guardian angel? He's like, oh, Remy's the angel. Like he's talking in third person. I guess it's fine. Um, mm, hmm. Mm. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm just don't kind of think of it. Oh, that's kind of weird, but eh. But then we have Community Sue like blow her whistle, and she's like, "Everyone on Community Sue, is everyone having fun at the community center?" I love how we're. I forgot to mention because one, it's been a while for all of us, but also because usually seasons take a break between the first half and the second half of the season, so now we're getting reintroduced to the characters. We saw Gabriella, no dialogue yet, but we've seen Remy, we see Cricket, their relationship, picking off where they left off at the Valentine's dance, even though they should have been mentioned before, but whatever. We get to see Community Sue again in all of her glory. She's like, and then you had this little girl with red hair, like, woo, like she's having fun. And so that's what I'm talking about. And it's like, oh, we're gonna be painting a mural outside. I know Gabriella's gonna help, and she's like, yeah. Like thumbs up. And then he said, oh, I love the confidence. Oh, who else is gonna do it? Okay, Cricket, you're in. Good. And then Cricket's like, wait, what? Remy. And then Remy's like raising Cricket's hand up. I know Remy wants to push Cricket in the right direction, and I appreciate that, but I don't usually like the term forcing people to do things. Unless it's like really important, like your parents tell you to do your chores. Oh, you don't want to do your chores, so is it right for the parents? Like, yeah, it's right for your parents to tell you to do your chores. Like, even though you don't want to, you gotta do it. For Cricket's situation, it's up to Cricket to make that next move. Even though he's scared, he has someone to talk to him in order to do it. Not like Remy grabbing Cricket's arm, but also the fact that Cricket didn't notice. I guess maybe he's no, he wasn't drawn to Gabriella. He was focused on Community Sue, so Cricket didn't realize that Remy was holding his arm up. So that was kind of like you would feel it, but whatever. It's like a green, like hoof it. It's like, oh, don't worry, Cricket, you'll do great. It's like, oh, why? It's going like backwards down the stairs. And she's like, hey, girl queen. I'm surprised she didn't call her Tilly because of the whole, what was it? Like winner episode? Where they went to the community center for the first time, where Tilly met Community Sue, where Tilly wanted to win. She had to go into a boxing match, which is pretty funny. So I'm surprised she didn't call her Tilly, but Green's fine. It's a respectable last name. Like, oh, like, your girl Green. Is it like, yeah? Like, yes. Is it, because I'm going to be outside with Gabriella and Cricket. I want you to basically hold down the fort and, like, check out dodgeball. So they're, oh, I'm going to run a community center. Like, no. I'll be outside, just check out dodgeballs and kickballs and stuff like that. Sporting equipment. Weights and stuff like that. Pool noodles, because there's like a pool inside the community center. And then Tilly's like, oh, it's Community Sue's office. Community Tilly's office. And she has this, like, what was it, like a scrunchie? And you actually get to see her earrings, which is actually pretty cool. With a nice detail that, yeah, that event did happen. So that's pretty cool. And, we get reintroduced to Tilly, which is nice. Of her eccentric ways is like, oh, like, this is sort of a new legacy. Oh, geez, Tilly, what are we gonna do? We go outside, basically, and Community Sue's like, okay, you have your paint rollers, you got your brushes, you got your primary colors and other colors. Here's the picture. It's Community Sue, like, above people, just, like, bulging muscles. It's like, if any muscles that you see that are not anatomically correct, draw it anyway. And then Gabriella's like, okay, great. And Community Sue, you decide to walk away, and this is where we get to right here. Sorry. Okay, so we get to this moment right here, and Gabriella just touches his arm, and oh my goodness, he just and he just hands a brush, and then I love this. Gabriella's like, oh, like you know your way around a canvas. I just actually want to play this right here. This is really sweet.
You look like you know your way around a canvas. Which part do you want to paint first? Oh no, she asked you a question. Say something. Say anything.
I was actually playing Dude in the Cricket part, but I just wanted to reintroduce you to Gabriella's voice with the birds and the sun. He's like, oh, you seem like you know a way around the canvas, and we're just probably another callback back to what was it? Paint Misbehaving, with the Cricket and Gloria episode of them like bonding because they're not co-workers and stuff like that. So that's a kind of like callback to that probably. So that's pretty cool. And then Cricket's like, say something, say anything. And he's like, like he doesn't talk. And Gabriella's what? Community Sue is like, she's just on the job, and I love that she cares about her kids. She's like, what's wrong? Well, why aren't you talking? If you can't talk in normal sentences, I had to slap you with this. What was it? This EpiPen. Like, I think that's what it's called, and that's what they usually do for like allergies and stuff like that. And he's like, I'm good, man. He's like, I gotta go. And see, this was talking about Remy with the tracks too. He said, hey, Mr. Smoothie, what's going on? Remy, why did you do this? And he's like, I can't believe you put me in this situation. I can't go 10 feet in front of her without my brain going to mush. I like just staring at her. It was an honest life. What am I supposed to do? And Remy's like, that's what you have for me, silly. Put this earpiece in. Like this is that earpiece that Vasquez gave me. And so just put it in. I'll tell you what to say. And Cricket's like, okay. I like how Cricket trusts his friend. And I really do. Because, I mean, Cricket does say, like, okay, I'm doing this because I know I can't do any worse. But I also like to think of Cricket, like, trusting his best friend. So, And this was talking about with Tilly. Oh my goodness. And then you have Wheezy. And he's like, hey, I'm checking out some boxing gloves. And like, and she's like, oh yes, just like with the other dozens of children. But I love the reflection. You get to see the buildings coming through. Is it just my job just to sign out safety equipment? Or am I supposed to put the change that these kids deserve? Like what they rightfully deserve. I just love this right here.
Don't trip, just flip the script.
I just love Weezy. He's just like, I don't know what's going on with you, Tilly. He just has his mannerisms. Like, he's not even mad or scared. He just like, don't trip, just flip the script. Like, I think it's like a double meaning, as in, this is kind of like your first. I mean, he doesn't know about her volunteering. Maybe he probably does, but he's like, this is probably like your first job. Don't trip about it. Like don't like worry too much about it. Just flip the script. Just also do it your way. I think it's kind of like a double meaning sort of thing. But Tilly kind of took in one of the meanings, kind of like do it your way. Because Tilly's like, oh, flip the script. And look, okay. Billy took the ball at 3:15, and because I've seen like community centers like do both, so I'm not sure what this means. It's like, did Billy already turn this in at 4 o'clock? Is it past 4 o'clock? So, like, okay, but and it doesn't matter. But Sally W, Racket 2:30, come back 3:30, Linus Glove 2 o'clock, 4:10. Benny. Oh, hey, it's Benny. Net noon 1:20. Keaton B. Ball out in 2, in at 3. Zazu pads, and it was like 2 something. It gets like cut off. But I wonder, actually, it's probably not gonna happen. But I wonder if we're gonna meet these other kids and we're gonna get like a bigger like friend group. Not like go too deep into them, but we met Benny before. But what about Billy, Sally, Linus, and Keaton and Zazu? I wonder if we're gonna get them. Maybe we actually get like a sports team and we actually get to meet them. That actually be pretty cool. Because like, why give them names? Like, and they even have distinct signatures. They're probably signatures of the maybe future voice actors, or like directors and stuff, like artists, people. So, but like she wrote like Tilly's legacy. Now it's time for legacy that people will never forget. Now we have Cricket's like, okay, Remy, you're gonna be my eyes and ears, and Remy's in the tree. Okay, that's funny. And I love this. I already played 2 clips. I'm not gonna play anymore just because of fearful reasons. I'm not that paranoid. Just like, that thing is enough. Even though what's coming up is pretty funny, that thing I played enough. So you had to take my dialogue for, like, like, you had to trust it. But, and also watch the episode. But Remy's in the earpiece, and it actually sounds like what you would hear in an earpiece. So, which I'm glad they got that right, at least in my opinion. Remy's like, okay, Cricket, just walk up to her. And I love Gabriella. It's like, so like, oh, Cricket, you're back. That's great. I'm thinking, does she like him too? Because remember back at the Valentine's dance, I was like, Cricket, you fool. Because Gabriella, with all intents and purposes, should be weirded out by Cricket and want nothing to do with them. But no, after everything, Cricket just going all flustered and running out on her like 3 times. She saw him in his underwear, nothing but underwear, in the community center pool. And even after Cricket's like, oh, hey, Cricket, Gabriella, and he's like in the pool, it's, oh, you didn't answer my question, do you want to dance? And Cricket just splashed her with water out of fear and just put his clothes back on and booked it. And Gabriella's like, what's the big deal? So I wonder, does Gabriella still have feelings? But at the end of the episode, she says, I don't actually love you. Like, I just wanted to dance with you, but you thought it was kind of weird. So did you do that as like a panic mode? Like, you kind of talking about it in front of everybody, in front of all of her friends. So, but maybe Gabriella's just being nice. So who knows? And I'm glad we actually get into more like in depth with her. We had to see her in like in casual clothes, which is actually pretty funny. And Gabriella's like, oh, hey, Cricket, you're back. Do you like want to help me paint? And and Remy's like, okay, now shake her hand. And Gabriella, I'm glad that she's kind of respectful. She's like, oh, left hand, okay. Like, she just shaking hands. And then Remy's like, okay, eye contact. Slide bend in the knees. Don't forget eye contact. And then Gabriella's like, okay, we got a deal. And then Remy's like, he's a very scientific dude. Because he's like, oh, this is great. You're exchanging what's it called biorhythms. Is it like okay? Now disengage. Is it? I said disengage. Ah! I love how Gabriella's just so confused. Like she's like, what the heck? Like what? And I love this with Remy. I want to play the clip so bad, but I'm trying to restrain myself. Because Remy's like, oh my goodness. He's like, ask Gabriella, do you like dressage? When I first heard that, I'm like, Remy? Because I don't know what that was, but he kind of, with the eyebrows. And even Cricket's like, what's dressage? And then I guess it's competitive horse dancing. And I actually went into that and it actually showed, oh, it's in Victor and Valentino. And I watched that show. Not when it's on, like it's on in season 3, it's been going to more plot stuff, but then it's kind of put into more sitcom type of stuff. So I'm waiting for it to kind of get back into plot. Did the most recent episode have it? I'm not sure because it's been a while since I checked it out, but I'm pretty sure it did. But so that had like dressage in it, so that's pretty cool to actually get to learn more about that through Victor and Valentino. But it then Rem's like, it's competitive horse dancing. Ask her, say it. And then you have Rem's like, hey Gabriella, do you like dressage? And then Gabriella's like, I actually prefer things that aren't stupid. And obviously Cricket has the same sense of humor, like, huh? Like, you know, even Gabriella's smiling. Oh, I made him laugh. And then Remy actually took offense. That dressage is not stupid. How dare you? And then Cricket's like, how dare you? And then Gabriella's like, you're being weird. And I love how she turned to see Remy. Oh my goodness, I actually love that because Remy, you can actually hear him like through like the trees, and it sounds different from in the earpiece because he's like, "You're being weird." How they're both looking at him, so that's pretty funny. And Cricket's like, "You're being weird." And I think Gabriella kind of took offense to this, like, "Oh, maybe we're not into the same things." And Gabriella's like, "I'm just gonna get more paint." She actually looks kind of frustrated, and Cricket's like, "No, I didn't mean that." And he's like, he's like. And Remy's like, And I'm gonna, that looks weird. Why does that look so weird? I don't know, is that just me? Oh, wait, maybe if I... I'm just gonna leave it right here, like for like the rest of the episode, just because I don't know, his head does look kind of weird. Maybe it's just me, but basically, Remy's like, oh no, and then Cricket's like, Remy, I can't believe this. You're worse than talking to girls than I am. Don't give me advice unless it's something good because Cricket's worried, and obviously Remy's heart is being kind of fast because he's like, I'm laying Cricket down. I'm supposed to be helping him. And Vasquez, we get reintroduced to Vasquez today, and Remy's mom. Was it Rochelle? Rosita? Rochelle? I'm bouncing between the two. Dang it! I know Russell is the dad, the football player, well, football coach now. But basically, Vasquez like, oh, Master Remy, like, oh, I saw my my data that your heartbeat is increasing. Are you okay? Is there any way I can help you? Because Vasquez is a nice dude. He's a bodyguard and he cares about Remy. Like, is there any way I can help? But Remy's like, oh, I think there is a way you can help. And oh, I wonder what they're gonna do. And like, we actually get back to Cricket just helping Gabriella paint, and just both in silence because it's very awkward. And I love how community students is like giving them a push by talking instead of Remy kind of raising, his hand without him knowing, apparently. I love how community is like, this is a community center. How about talk? How about be communicative? And Cricket's like, okay. So Gabriella, big city's really something, isn't it? And Gabriella's like, yeah, it's a big city. They're both kind of confused. Gabriella's really confused. Like, what's going on? Like, you said it was acting weird, and now you're kind of talking to me again. Well, what's going on? So they're both kind of confused. And I love how Cricket said the first word, then Gabriella said her piece. So they're like that yeah, big city is a big city. It is. And how Cricket went for the next move too. He's like, oh, so you like painting murals because maybe Cricket can say this down the line because I don't think Gabriella like hates doing this because Cricket likes to draw. Now, not really much painting, but like drawing. So maybe Gabriella can appreciate that too because oh, you like painting murals? Oh no, they're just is making me do this. Because I went onto the intercom, was it like last week, and I said the word Dookie, and then Cricket's like, oh wow, that was you. Like, I love your work. Oh, they're getting kind of strict around here. So I guess they're both kind of pranksters. So we have to get more in depth of Gabriella just being like the love interest for Cricket. We know more about her. We know that she is good with her hands. We know that she has a bit of self-confidence. We know that she likes to dance. We know she likes to be mischievous a little bit, be like a prankster. So that's kind of perfect for Cricket. So I like that. How Cricket's kind of gained this, I don't want to say rose gallery, but like of people in his life just kind of make him kind of grounded. Gabriella's kind of gained to more that romantic side of Cricket. Remy's kind of being that best friend where Cricket's kind of looking out for Tilly. Is looking out for him along with Gloria, kind of being that like the sister roles. His dad being dad, grandma being grandma. Now mom, Nancy's coming back into his life and he's getting that experience of like, maybe I thought my mom in the wrong way of her like being that like that daredevil, the rule breaker because of what happened in Uncaged back in season 1. So I think Cricket's kind of gained like a lot of life experiences because he's been through a season and a half. So yeah, he's learning a lot. So like oh, but he even said that with his life experience, like, oh wow, they can get kind of strict because last month I went on the intercom and I said the word trash butt, and they only sent me a letter basically to give to my parents. Is it, oh wait, what? Is it, yeah, but before I did it I rewrote the letter and said that they thanked me for saying trash butt before I gave it to my dad. And she's like, did they bought it? Did he bought it? And he's like, no. Yeah, my dad didn't buy it. Sorry. And then, Gabriella's like, oh, whatever. Like, trash butt's funny. And then, Cricket's like, oh, Dookie's kind of classic. So they're kind of having a banter back and forth, which I really like, where, both are holding on their own 2 feet, but they also bounce off each other really well. It's not just one is like pressing over the other or is like putting the quote unquote I'm better than you. Because I've been kind of seeing that lately of like the girls kind of being the rough and tumble types and taking that no from a man answer type of thing, if that makes any sense. So it's like Gabriella likes Cricket, but she still stands her own 2 feet. She has his own self-confidence, but she goes off of Cricket back and forth because Cricket doesn't back down. I think he takes it after his grandfather, like I said before in was it Garage Tales, of how Alice is like being kind of intimidating. Ernest doesn't back down, which I really like. It's like, yeah, they can have a back and forth. It's not one being better than the other. Of course, they're going to be like better in some things. Like, I don't know, it's like an archery tournament. Probably one's better than the other. It's just how it is for like sports and stuff like that. So that kind of makes sense. Like maybe they're on the baseball team. Cricket might be the better batter, but Gabriella might be the better pitcher, and maybe one's a better runner, or maybe one's a better of catcher. Like so. So maybe we might get a sports episode or something. Who knows? But I'm saying like maybe Cricket kind of takes after his grandfather of standing on his own 2 feet and having back and forth with the kind of like romantic banter with the one he likes. So I think that's really cool. Does Bill have that? Maybe he did back in the day, because we don't see it like that much. So I don't know. Maybe it's because of generation. Who knows? But basically they're kind of smiling at each other. Oh, I really love it. And and Gabriella's like, oh, we gotta finish painting though. And Cricket's like, yeah, we should. And it's like, oh, do you want to this weekend? Do you want to do some pranks with me? And so it's kind of like a date, but it's not a date, which I love. And Gabriella's like, oh, I'd love to do that with you, but I'm going to Montreal. She just went to, and then she went away to paint some more. And Cricket's like, Montreal? Oh no, Gabriella's moving. And um even like Remy like said to Vasquez, like, Vasquez, are you busy? And he's like, oh, I'm just guarding your mom in her like luncheon. So you see like Rochelle or Rosita, I forgot her name, like with a bunch of other ladies. I guess they're talking about business or having like their like lunch and talking about stuff. So, and then and then it's like, oh, then that's cool. It's like, do you know anything about love? And then Vasquez, I guess, has a thing for Remy's mom. That's kind of funny. But I wonder if she knows. She might know. I don't know. But I don't know. Because it's like, oh yes, I know how love makes you tremble, and how love makes you shake. Love is the most beautiful thing. And he has a little tear inside. I know about love. And Remy's like, bingo, bango. And then, but Remy's like, we go back to Cricket, and Remy's like, Cricket, I have something good for you. I know I messed up before. And then Remy's like, you're back in. Because if it will stop a girl from moving to Europe, and like to Europe, And then Remy's like, okay, Vasquez, you're on. I forgot, what was the lines? It's like poetry. What was it? Dusk on yonder smile on the rain. I'm probably saying that totally wrong. I'm so sorry. Like, oh, the rain. Is it? Oh, like you're pecking in the rain, Gabriella. Like, just smile. And it kind of sounds romantic, and Gabriella's kind of nodding to that, which is totally fair and justifiable. Not everyone's into poetry, so that's totally fine. And it's also different types of poetry, so maybe this type doesn't work on her. And then Gabriella's like, are you teasing me? Because it comes at Gabriella's like, oh my goodness, they're going back and forth on me. What's going on? First, you're very nervous. Then we're kind of getting along. Then then you went weird again, and then we're getting along, and now you're saying this poetry thing. What's going on with you? Then Gabriella's head is like, what the heck? But I'm just assuming we're not in Gabriella's head. It's not the Gabriella show. But and then Remy's kind of getting nervous, and Vasquez is staring at Rochelle, Remy's mom, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, oh, your studious purple blazer, and then Cricket's like, purple blazer, and then Gabriella's like, how about we just paint? Like, and Gabriella's getting more frustrated, and Remy's like, and then Vasquez is like, oh, like you're a fabulous goddess. Oh, jeez, Vasquez, you gotta get your feelings out there, man. It's probably not gonna work because she's married and has a kid, but give it a shot. But he's like, oh, like, you're a goddess, and then it's like, oh, douse my head in paint, and Cricket says the same thing. No, Remy misinterprets what Vasquez said. Remy said that, and then Cricket followed what Remy said, and just pours his whole body with red paint. Hey, body art. And Gabriella's like, Cricket, I want to figure out what's going on. I really do. But I can't. I gotta go. My bus is here. But see him. She walks away. Remy falls out of a tree. Cricket just curls up in defeat. And I'm like, we're getting kind of close to the episode. I'm like, what's Cricket gonna do? Cricket is in a ball. He failed. Remy failed. Vasquez sort of failed. Gabriella's moving to Montreal. And the mural did not get get completed. Also forgot about the B plot because I guess it's not too interested in it. Where Tilly just took over the place, put filthy cats everywhere, put glitter inside the water system, which okay. But she's like, oh, I did it not because it was easy, because it's pretty. Okay, you shouldn't have done that though. And it's like, oh, justice and liberty for balls, because he gave balls like names and stuff like that. And just okay. Oh, I love Weezy in that moment because he's like, "Woo, you're weird as heck." Because she is, and she even said thank you. So I forgot where that was in the episode, but there you go. I just remembered it. But hmm. What happens next? Alright, so Cricket's basically at the end of his rope, and excuse me, and and Remy's like, oh, Cricket, I'm so sorry. It's like, it's okay. It's nothing we can do now. Gabriella's moving to Europe, to Montreal, and then Camille's like, no, and poof, but power hoses him off the red paint. And he's like, that girl likes you. So basically, and then Cricket's like, he's all wet. He's like, oh, what makes you say that? And she's like, I'm really good at reading social situations. And then Cricket's like, oh, Gabriella likes me. I have to know for sure. Like, I gotta go. Then thank you, Kimitsu. He's like, no problem, kid. And both Cricket and Remy run to the bus station. I love Kimitsu. She's like, good kids. Terrible painters. You look at the community. It looks kind of bad, but it's okay. But did he try to stop out Gabriella? But she goes in the bus. She didn't hear them, and then poof, bus gone. Oh no, we're gonna be too late. Never gonna catch the bus. And then Remy's like, I called the cavalry, and here we have Vasquez. We got Vasquez back. He's like, Master Cricket, I think I can help you out. I could be assistance. He has grabbing the hook, and then I love the swinging through the city. I love it. And both Vasquez is holding Cricket and Remy in his arms. Because sorry. We what happens next? Oh, right. He's carrying them and like swinging through the city. Looks really cool. And Cricket's like, Remy, thank you. He's like, well, I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, but you gave me a push. And then, oh, that's the bus, Vasquez. He goes on top of the bus. He throws Cricket through the window, like through the open window for love, and poof, he hits the window next to the seat next to Gabriella. It's like a 2-seater each row, on each side of the row. And he's like, hey, he's trying to be cool. And Gabriella's like, oh, hey, Cricket, because she's glad that Cricket's here. She's glad. And he's like, I just had to tell you something, Gabriella. I just gotta say it. Okay, what is it? I like you. Do you like me too? She's like, yeah, do you want to go out? And oh, dang. He's like, oh, look, do you mean we have to hold hands all the time? It's like, no. He's like, you have to exchange gifts? It's like, ew, no. Like, no. Do we have to smooch? It's like, no. I'm almost to the point of saying that we're like not ready for that, but she just says like, no, you dork. We just tell people we're going out. We just go on dates and stuff like that. And and Cricket's like, oh, I'm in. And he's just blushing all the time. And Gabriella just walks away to her what was it, like, apartment where parents are. And Cricket's like, oh, I thought you were moving to Montreal. Like, no, I kept on trying to tell you all day, but you kept on talking to Remy in that earpiece. It's like, oh. And it's like, I'm just going there for vacation. I'll see you when I'm back. It's, oh, see you when I'm back. Kind of AK, we're not going to see her for a long time. At least we got this, not just the Valentine's Day. It's like, oh, she could come back, but we didn't get her for a long time. So, like, So I'm kind of glad we got this to saying, like, yeah, we're not going to see her for a while because she's going to Montreal, and that's kind of far away. Unless we go to Europe for our vacation. The Green family. And and Crick said, oh yeah, see you when you're back. And then we have Vasquez and Remy just looking upside down. Oh, and Remy's like, Cricket, how did it go? And then I love this last line in the episode. Looks like Cricket Green's got a girlfriend. And that's the end of the episode. Okay. What should I rate the episode? Hmm. 95. 95. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That wasn't the end of the episode. Actually, I'm sorry, but we have community Sue. He goes back to the community center, and he's like, "Well, the mural was a bust, but at least everything's under control." You see, kids coughing glitter, cats everywhere. This kid being tormented by the boss, and then she's like, "I have everything under control, man." She just dropped the headband. It's like, "All right, bye." Like I successfully completed my legacy, and community Sue just like my mouth opened, and that's how they ended the episode. So sorry, I forgot about that. But so 95, 90. One. Was that all? I think there was a little bit more. Sorry, I'm just going through the whole episode. Eighty, 75. Yes, yeah. Um, 70. sorry, it kind of took me a while. Just going back and forth. Like, is it too much like to get like overworked for like to, but like is it like too is it like even giving it like too much like grief? But I give this a solid 80. Like, it's a solid B. I thought this was a great episode. You know, it's been a while since I touched on Big City Greens, but I thought it started out great. Was it fantastic? No, but I thought it was great. So Crick and Gabriella are in a relationship. Gabriella's we're not gonna see her for a while. You know, she's going to Montreal. Um, we got reintroduced to Cricket, Tilly, Camille Dessous, Gabriella, Remy, Wheezy. Um, so I thought it was pretty cool that Vasquez. We also get to see Remy's mom. So we also got to see Benny's name on the clipboard, and he might have been like in a background shot, but yeah. So we got reintroduced into characters. So I thought that was pretty cool. Excuse me. But yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share that video. And I will see you guys later today for the second half of episode 16 called Cheap Show. And that has a clip too, which is exciting. So I'll see you guys later for that. Okay. Bye.